We are live, fellas. YouTube live for the first time in 2 weeks. Damn. Who is this dude in my studio?
Huh?
Who is this?
I don't know who that is, but
who's in that chair over there?
Security.
Who the hell is it? Who the hell is that? And I can fucking swear right now too if I fucking want to, nigga. This is YouTube.
How you gonna have people watching on YouTube live?
Damn.
Lost views. You just lost views.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Nah, it's cool. We didn't lose shit. Say what's up. Say what's up to the people. This is some backstage intel you don't get everywhere, guys. Come on. We got 5 minutes before the show today. We got you on a portable charger, so you'll be good all night. You already know what this is. It's INNFO8 Debates from Nichols College.
You gotta register.
I already know.
For the fucking Wi-Fi. You got a fresh cut?
Nope.
He be feeling himself. People watching who is this?
I just got mad.
Nah, he knows Lady Girl's watching this.
Gotta be.
You're
That's why he
crazy.
put it to himself, just so he could like.
Crazy.
Lady girl, look at
He's
this.
like, baby, watching.
See, now Lady Girl knows who said that.
You remember?
Now she ever watches our show, she's gonna be like, ah, that's what these dudes be talking about. Who is that in my studio, dog? I don't recognize this dude at all. I do. The cameraman.
Turn it on anyways. And then turn it right back off when we're done. That's just me.
Cool. I do John. The voice. They're trying to tell it. See, oppressing us again. We can't use the computer.
You should text her now and be like, why?
Jackson.
Yeah, we'll see what's good.
Nah, these kids.
Hey girl, why
Taking
can't
my
you use this?
station.
What are we talking about tonight, fellas?
Oh, season.
It's almost that time. We got about 4 minutes till we are on the air.
You wanted to talk about that Dr. Umar Johnson, right?
Yeah, we can talk about Dr. Umar Johnson tonight. That's a good miscellaneous to talk about. You don't know who Dr. Umar Johnson is? He's this dude, basically, that he's like a kind of like an inspirational speaker type, but he's a doctor too. But there's a lot of speculation about his doctorate. But basically, he's like a black activist. He's Pan-African, which basically means he's like, his morals are straight African. And he thinks that black men should marry black women.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't think any black man should be with anybody that's not a black woman.
Why? Because they've never been through the struggles a black person has. So, if his example is like,
it's actually kind of killing.
They're not as strong. It's not a strong gene.
It doesn't like sound like they're trying to get rid of that race. You know, if you keep mixing down the line, you eventually lose that.
Mm-hmm. You lose that full black like core or full Hispanic core.
100%
You know what I'm saying?
black man gets 100% white man. That's 50%. Now that 50% gets a 100% white chick. That's 25%. Another. That's, you know what I'm saying.
You're breaking it down. You're breaking your shit down. OD.
Wow, my mind.
Why don't we start
Right now, you're
the show
probably
off with that?
15% Russian. You don't even know. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking you're full Puerto Rican or black and white and shit, but you got Russian, German, and Portuguese inside of it.
We should start the show off with that topic, honestly. What y'all think?
Subscribe, hit that like button.
Yeah, I already know.
You know you gotta subscribe and hit that like button. 10
It's about to be 10.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 10 already?
No, it's 9:58. Well, I mean, us is 10 o'clock, but that clock's just
That's just a charger.
Oh.
I need your phone.
You're not gonna have good background. You better start beatboxing.
Shit. This is right here. What is it?
So like right here.
They're trying to hide it all.
We good.
Makes it easier.
Yeah, but we don't got nothing to play in the background. We're just gonna talk. Nothing in the background?
Yeah, nothing. I mean, if it's
That means we have to keep the conversation going. We can't have dead air.
that's easy.
We do that anyway, right?
Just stay off your phones. So let's get money. Come on.
Your phone sucks.
Exactly.
He's like, your phone sucks.
Alright, we're here. I don't know why I have to do this.
I do it too.
Do what?
Clear everything. All the apps that are open. You bought the thing for Wirecast?
Alright, we out here. What are we starting the show off with tonight?
Were you talking about it? What were you just talking about?
Alright. We're just gonna wing it. This is INNFO8 Debates, coming to you live from Nichols College, The Hill, Dudley, Mass. How y'all doing out there tonight? This is Georgie the Truth, bringing you INNFO8 Debates. This is sponsored by WNRC, Nichols College, and New Era Radio. You guys know how we do every Sunday, 10 p.m. to midnight. We're here talking sports, debating just about anything. I'm here with my colleagues, John Mercado, Brian Camacho. Say what's up to the people.
What's going on? You guys gotta address me as Babyface now.
Babyface. Machi.
That's Babyface Camacho.
I did something I haven't done in a long time.
Yo, he looks like a little kid over here.
I cut my hair. I cut my facial hair, my chin hair. I look like a baby butt.
He looks hilarious.
You know, it's crazy. I haven't shaved my chin hair in probably, I'm 22 years old. I say 21 years.
So I walked out. Peach fuzz.
Yeah, you know, that 2 o'clock shadow. I walked out the barbershop and that cold air hit me.
Like, nah.
I was like, nah, I need my hair back.
Yeah, I feel you 100%, man. I will never, ever shave my facial hair again. I look terrible without facial hair.
He
So,
looks terrible with facial hair on. Imagine without it.
I mean, to each his own, but without facial hair, you will not catch me. I can tell you that much. But yeah, this is INNFO8 Debates. This is what we do, fellas. We're here every Sunday night, 10 p.m. to midnight. You guys can give us a call at any time tonight. We're taking phone calls from anyone, 508-943-8320. We're going to be talking some Donald Trump tonight, some miscellaneous. We'll be talking some Summer League ball in the NBA. We'll be diving into a lot of things tonight. Conor McGregor, Mayweather, that's a huge topic with the August 26th fight coming up. But right now, I want to hear some callers. I want to see what people want to talk about. I want to see what people are doing out there. Let's see if we can get anybody calling in at 508-943-8320. It'll be a blessing to debate with y'all. We debate any and everything at any time. So, to start it off,
Ready.
let's go with some NBA Summer League. So that's what we're really known for. You know, I was told stick to basketball and football talking about Conor and Mayweather the other day. So you know what? I am going to stick to football and basketball. Why not? Why not? But we'll get to Conor and Mayweather as we go down the line. Now, I know Camacho wants to get to it, so we can get to it. Lonzo Ball. I want to hear what people got to say about Lonzo Ball. 508-943-8320. What do you think about the boys' play? He's doing good. Honestly, in my opinion, he's doing good. I questioned him at first. I did. I'll admit it. 5 points kind of took me off the Lonzo train. But 38 points kind of brought me back on. I mean, I think the kid's talented, honestly. I think he's talented. But with that kind of talk that him and his dad are having, he's got to back it up. What do you guys think about that?
I don't know, man. He's a great player. He has the potential to be great. I just want to see a little bit more of him, you know what I'm saying?
Like what?
I want him to score 20 points,
Oh my God.
15 assists, 10 rebounds, 4 steals.
This isn't 2K. This is real life. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo is... I won't be surprised if he's averaging a triple-double, I say, in 2 years. I sound like LeVar right now, predicting all this stuff. But Lonzo will be the next one to average a triple-double.
Most of you didn't know this, but Machi is a ball family
Fourth member, you know.
He's a fourth member of the Ball family.
They know my
Lamacho
name out.
Ball.
They know my name, man. Lamachi Ball. Put
So
respect
why don't
on
you
it.
set up that one-on-one between me and LaMelo?
He really wants that.
I want that.
George would get dropped like a bad habit.
Oh, come on,
George,
man.
come
He's
on,
young. I could take him. I could take him. I
Where?
could take LaMelo Ball. Down the... Bro.
You could take him around Southbridge and show him a couple things, but that's about it.
I'll
Don't
give
show
him
him the
that
court.
jab step like you have never seen. I think Camacho knows a little bit about that jab step.
Oh, he's bringing
I'm
it
a
back.
lot. I'm a lot different than Lamelo. You know?
He is.
Lamelo would drop you off. I'm talking about game 21. I don't think you'll get the ball.
What?
Whoa.
I don't think George gets the
crazy.
ball back.
How tall is he?
Crazy.
6'3"?
He's George's height.
I'll eat
Georgia.
that boy up.
You can't guard him.
Georgia, you can't guard him.
I'm sorry.
You ball in golf shoes, bro. He would take
Maybe,
you.
maybe. I'll admit it. NBA talent Lonzo will definitely get at me, bro.
Oh, that.
Bro,
There's
you
no
can't
question.
Definitely not.
That's no
Definitely
question.
not. LaMelo.
George can't even beat Sasha Vujacic.
I'll destroy Sasha.
No, you won't.
Stop
No,
playing.
you won't. Stop.
Stop playing.
He'll hurt you.
Luke
before you
Walton.
get to it.
Destroy.
Luke Walton would drop you off.
Luke Walton is 6'9".
And
He's destroying me. I'm 6'3". That's like Chris Paul.
Surely
Right.
it's 6'10".
Who brought Pachulia into this, bro?
Julia would take George out.
He said Pachulia. He's trying to take me out. That was a Pachulia moment.
No, but Lonzo's gonna be the best rookie in this draft.
I don't know.
There's a lot of
I think
signs.
there's gonna be a tight race at the rookie of the year award this year. To be honest, I think it's gonna be between Lonzo, Jason Tatum. It's gonna be between Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson's gonna be a big name. I honestly, as far as my sleeper pick, I told y'all on the way here, man. Dennis Smith Jr.
That's Smith Jr.
Dennis Smith Jr.
Does he
That
start for
boy's
the Mavs?
nice.
Would he start for the Mavs? Because they got. who
They got Yogi Ferrell at point
Oh,
guard,
see, and he did good last year.
but I don't know. He kind of reminds me of Steve Francis. That's who Dennis Smith Jr. reminds
He got
me
them
of.
hops.
He got them hops, but he got that great handle too. He can ball.
He's small too.
That's a rookie to watch out for, man. Dallas made a good pick there, but he has an injury history, so
That's
He
the
told
thing.
me.
That kill you.
he tore his knee up in college. But I want to see what people out there think about this situation. I want people calling us in at 508-943-8320. I want to debate on some NBA Summer League with the fans out there. If you're out there, give us a call, 508-943-8320. This is INNFO8 Debates. From 10 p.m. to midnight, we will be here debating any and everything that comes to mind, honestly.
No, but Lonzo should easily win Summer League MVP.
It's only been, what, 4 games, 5
4 games, and he did bad in what? 2 of them.
One.
2 of them.
2 of them.
Name the
His
second
first-
one.
A triple-double in the second game was good, but he did not win that game, first of all. Second of all, he didn't turn it up like he did the rest of the games. Like, he proved he can.
Still got triple double.
So that's a bad game.
That's not a bad game.
Still a bad game.
If it's that easy to get a triple double,
So if
everyone will
LeBron
get
gets
10, 10,
11, 10, and 10, that's a good game with the L.
No.
We're talking about LeBron James.
Okay.
What do you mean? Okay.
The best player
Lonzo
in the
Ball
league.
should.
So you're saying Lonzo Ball at 11, 10, and 10 is a good game.
As a point guard, yeah. He's not
With the
your
L.
he's not your scorer though.
With the L though.
I mean, what else could he have done? He lost by what, 2, 3 that
He could
game?
have scored 2 more shots. 4
It
more
happened.
shots.
LeBron had 11, I think, in
If he
the
had
final
17,
game.
they win that game. I'm pretty sure they lost by 5.
But LeBron had 11 in a final game.
Did they lose?
Yeah, they lost.
They lost.
Okay, so
So what is
that's
that?
the point I'm trying to make. Was that a bad game for LeBron?
Yeah.
So that's a bad game. If that's a bad game for
They-
LeBron,
they-
at 11, 10, and 10 for LeBron.
LeBron didn't
so
have
it's
a triple-double.
definitely a bad game for.
Oh, so Lonzo's the scorer, LeBron is?
No.
Out of high school, LeBron was a scorer.
Yeah, he was scoring 20 a game right off the rip.
Lonzo is not a scorer. I don't know how you guys just compared LeBron to Lonzo to LeBron.
I'm just saying.
He's comparing
I'm
the
using
stats.
it. I'm using it as an example.
That's an awful
The
example.
triple double. You're giving him the okay because he got a triple double. They lost.
Yes.
And he only scored 11 points. He went 5 for 13 from the field.
With a triple double, I take that.
2 or 3 smarter shots, layups rather than jump shots,
Sometimes it doesn't go that way.
passes, maybe 2 or 3 more assists.
And then he dropped another triple double.
Yeah, he did.
And how many turnovers did
But
he
you
have?
said to name the,
He had
the
5.
second bad
He
game.
had 5 steals, so if 5 minus 5 is
You
0.
think I-
So
you
that's
said
negative.
it.
You said your exact words were name the second bad game. That second game was a bad game.
If you consider a triple-double a bad game, what's a good game?
That's a loss.
A win.
A win?
A win with a better
is a good
stat.
win.
I mean, Russell had
I mean,
a bunch
that's
of
not a
triple
bad
doubles.
stat line, though. It's summer league.
It's not about the triple double at the end of the day. It's about the L.
Okay, Russell Wilson would drop 30, 12, and 15 and catch
You
an
just
L.
said Russell Wilson.
I mean, Russell. I'm
Russell
so used.
Westbrook.
All the Russells take L's. Russell
Oh,
Westbrook.
that's terrible. He did Russell Wilson dirty.
Russell Westbrook had dropped 30, 15, and 12. Take a loss.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a great, amazing game. So now it's all about that loss.
Well, when you're scoring 30, 15, and 10, that's different than scoring 11, 11, and 10.
Mhm.
You're literally putting the team on your back at that point.
I'm still losing, so a loss is a loss.
A loss is a loss.
So then it's not a good game.
But it's a
because you
little
didn't
bit.
win.
I would give you the okay for saying, okay, Russ, you had a good game, rather than saying, Lonzo, you had a good game.
Yeah, good game.
Come on, man.
What else do you want
You
from
got you got to pile it on him. See how he got it piled on top of him,
Mm-hmm.
and he scored 38 points, 36 points.
36.
Take off those shoes, Lonzo.
They have nothing to do with you.
Take off
It's
those
the
shoes,
shoes,
Lonzo.
it's the
Stop
400
it.
shoes.
Don't bring those shoes back into the equation unless you
People
want to
really
lose money.
talking about that. Like, that's a big deal. How is that a big deal? You get to wear whatever you want.
Actually, it's supposedly a statement saying that they're like open to deals with endorsements, but
They're not going to be
they're
a
not moving.
subcontractor.
Yeah, no, they're not moving from their stance. But they're open to keep negotiating, apparently.
That's how you start a good business. I just don't see how.
Dude dropped 36 in Kobe's. He said, I got the Mamba mentality.
I could drop 50 in Kobe.
Yeah, we're not talking about
Get
men's
out of
league.
here.
I could
Get
drop
outta
We're
50.
not talking about the JCC
Anyone.
league in Worcester. We talking about. We ain't even talking about Drew League. We talking about the NBA, bro. What do you think Lonzo's gonna do against NBA defense?
He'll probably have like 12, and 9.
He said 12 assists.
I
That's a
think
lot of assists to average per game right there.
That's
a lot,
easy.
yeah.
I
That
can
is
see
a lot.
him getting
If
this
he
year.
gets that, he'll get like at least 4 turnovers. or
This
3
year, my
turnovers a game.
stats for Lonzo, I think I'm gonna go with, because I think he's gonna try to score more. He's gonna be like a D'Angelo Russell type of scorer.
No, that's so disrespectful.
His first year, D'Angelo Russell averaged 15 points a game his first year.
D'Angelo
for the
Russell
Lakers.
is whack.
Listen, 15 points a
Whack.
game, and I'm being modest with this dude. 15 points a game, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. I think that's definitely rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Rookie of the year. That's
unless
basically
somebody's
averaging a
scoring
triple double.
28 points or
Because you got to remember,
7.
he's a kid still. The kid's younger than us.
He'll drop you off.
He's really playing with big boys now. He's
Yeah.
not playing with the little boys no more.
probably
So if he
beginning
can
of
get
the
to
season, he'll
15,
start
8,
slow.
and 6, hands down, you're the rookie of the year. That might even take the Lakers to the playoffs.
AFC. I
AFC?
told you guys earlier.
with a stacked Western Conference.
Yeah, I'll give him the AFC. Who else is going to take that A spot?
They're gearing up, man. LA's gearing up. They're going for broke next year. They're trying to get LeBron.
You think
That's
they're
LeBron's,
really trying to get
LeBron's going to
LeBron?
LA next
LeBron's not leaving the East.
year. LeBron's going
It's
to
too
LA
easy
next
for
year.
him.
Why would you leave the East?
Watch.
Watch what?
Russell Westbrook.
You said the Cavs were going in 7, and I was watching
Russell
it. And it comes
Westbrook.
true.
Russell Westbrook. Paul George. LeBron. On the Lakers with Lonzo Ball. That's it's over.
That's a super team.
It's over.
That's not happening.
You don't see that happening?
LeBron.
The Lakers have the capital to do it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
LeBron's
but does
not
LeBron
leaving.
want to? That's the thing.
Why would LeBron be at an NBA Summer League game for just no reason?
What do you mean no reason?
The ESPYs was the
everybody
same
knows
night.
the most hyped up
The
rookie. You want to go
ESPYs
watch
was
him.
the same night. Why would he take away from his time to actually go watch this kid play in the Summer League? He can go watch him during the year.
Yeah.
No, he can't.
Yeah. How you gonna watch him?
What
When
if-
you're playing
How is
football?
he gonna watch him?
What if
How are
he's-
you gonna do that?
You can watch him play during the year. First of all, you can watch highlights. Second of all,
Second
of all- Second of all, he could watch him. He could be in LA playing the Clippers the next night and watch Lonzo play,
Yeah, in Arizona.
or LA be on a back-to-back and facing Cleveland. He could watch that first game. You know what I mean? He could have saved that for a while if he really wanted to watch him play. Why would he do it so early?
Because this is what LeBron's thinking. I'm gonna move Kyrie to the 2. I'm gonna trade away Kevin Love and Amon Shumpert to J.R. Smith for
Marcus Cousins or something.
no Lonzo Ball. So it's
Lonzo-
gonna be Lonzo, Kyrie.
Lonzo's not going anywhere.
I know that, but neither is LeBron. LeBron is staying in the East. Why?
Nah, I'm telling you, LeBron is gonna be moving.
But does it
away
make
from
sense?
Yo,
though?
George, if you had a chance to the rest of your career go to the championship
Every
year that you're in that conference,
Look at the
Are
way
you
the
gonna give
league's
that up?
going. Look at the direction this league is going.
yeah, the East,
John,
everyone's leaving.
everybody's leaving. Yeah.
John, you're the neutral here, so you need to really sway this conversation one way or the other, the way you believe is right. Because clearly, he has a strong opinion on this. I have a strong opinion on this. You gotta be like that teeter-totter.
I feel like my opinion is always a little bit better than George.
Well, what is
George's.
yours? Is that he's definitely leaving the Cavs.
I think LeBron James leaves the Cavs next year.
To play with, let me
To
hear
play
that
with,
raw. Let me hear that.
team
That
So
roster.
this is why I say that. Do you see the direction the NBA is going in?
What, super team?
It's the era of the super teams.
Yeah.
Look at these trades that are going on. Russell Westbrook just got a superstar next to him. That's just a baby super team. That's not even a super team. They'll probably go 6th seed again, 5th seed, 4th
That
seed.
team, but that team in
The East would be the
years
number
later,
2.
it would have been a great team.
Bro,
But
James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant could have been a great team.
What do you mean? They went to the championship. That's a great
Yeah,
team.
that's
Bro.
a great team.
But they could have been.
Think about this. Ready?
Yo,
The NBA
something
has definitely
else. They
had
could have been
better
what
John,
Golden
just
State
look
is
at
right
this.
now.
Look at this. If you take the Thunder team from the West, put them in the East, I give them the 3 seed.
Bro,
the 3 seed
I give them the 3 seed over them.
anyways,
over LeBron.
we're in the super
LeBron was
team
the 2.
era.
Well, LeBron that too.
They
We're
went
in
the-
the super team era.
What's
Back
that?
to the task
All
at
because
hand.
of your boy LeBron.
We're in
ruined
the super
NBA.
team era.
But would that
Regardless
make,
of
would
the
that make
fact-
a super team in LA though? With LeBron, Lonzo, Paul George.
They're gonna retype. That's a mega team.
Listen,
That's the dream
listen.
team.
That's why I'm
That's a
saying
monster.
That's an all-star team.
you're LeBron. Let's play out this year. LeBron does the same thing he does every year, right? Gets to the finals and loses in Game 5, Game 6 again.
Okay.
There's an opportunity. You are a free agent. Paul George is a free agent, and Russell Westbrook is a free agent.
Bring him to the Cavs. Why?
Yeah.
Why go to LA?
All in the same year, and Dwayne Wade, and possibly Carmelo,
Carmelo's going to the
and
Blazers.
and Chris Paul is only on a 1-year deal right now.
You really think that all of them are just gonna?
Bro, it's not. It doesn't have to be all of them.
So
but-
give me them.
Think about a spot that. Okay, so we can all agree right now it's going to be Cleveland
in Golden State.
and Golden State.
For a couple years.
That's the favorites right now. At least we're not going to go that far ahead, but that's the favorites right now. Let's be honest. It's Cleveland and Golden State, like it is every year. They're the favorites right now. They are.
No, the Celtics might be.
The Celtics.
Yeah.
The Celtics definitely improved. I think people say they stayed the same or they got worse,
You guys
but I
needed
think
another
that they got
scorer,
better.
and you guys got that in your little
You
rookie.
need a defensive.
We
connector.
did. We got Jason Tatum. We got Gordon Hayward. But where we lost out is in perimeter defense with Avery Bradley,
Avery Bradley.
going out the door. That's why I'm
So
saying
we got Marcus Morris.
Avery Bradley
That's
was
smart.
who would guard Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, but now Smart
Nah,
is gonna
yeah,
do
Smart
it.
is
What are you
still-
talking about?
still
Smart's a
there.
lot younger.
I like Smart. Don't get me wrong, but Avery Bradley's been around so long. He's
Yeah, but so
he's
what?
just-
It's time to get rid of the old
Oh.
and come in with the new. You
Yeah,
know?
but he was just very polished. He was a polished player. He was a very good,
And how he got
very
there.
very good player.
You think he just came in
Summer
like that?
League.
You know
Well,
what
he
I'm saying?
did come into a pretty good situation.
Yeah,
But now you give Smart the opportunity to get more PT, more playing time, more minutes, and he's gonna be.
Smart
He's
has
better
to
than
develop
that
better
shot, though.
offensively than Avery Bradley.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
You clearly don't watch basketball.
Nah. Avery Bradley
You
was
clearly
a
don't
star
watch the Celtics play.
defense.
You don't watch the Celtics play if you just said that.
Marcus
Avery
Smart was a
Bradley-
bruiser.
Avery
had the
Bradley,
technique, the
he
footwork.
scores 16, probably gets 4 rebounds and 4 assists a game.
Yes,
And
this year.
it doesn't look like a lot, but there's nights where he'll get like 12, 5 and 5, but then there's nights he'll get 27, 6 and 6. Like, Avery Bradley's actually pretty good. He's just
He
streaking.
was just inconsistent.
Now, here's the thing. I don't think the Celtics will get past LeBron. I don't think that the Celtics are good enough to get past
So why would
Cleveland yet.
LeBron leave if he knows he's the top dog there? Why
He's
would he
not going to beat that Golden State team with the Cleveland Cavaliers team he has now. But
But he's in the
depending
finals,
on what
that's the thing.
happens, because Golden State could lose to Houston too. because Houston is getting stacked up, and if they get Melo, that's going to be a tough team. But
With no defense.
back to the task at hand. LeBron, two seasons in a row, 3 out of 4, he loses the finals with Cleveland. I'm sorry, but he's going to be like, bye.
Yeah, he says bye. He's
And
not
then-
getting to the finals.
Bye.
I mean, the only thing I can say is that they just got rid of their GM.
Yep.
So that owner must be thinking of something for next
They
year.
just got rid of that GM who LeBron advocated to get an extension.
So what are the Cavs doing to keep him?
No, it almost seems like you know what that owner's
Like,
probably saying. He's probably like,
2000.
"Listen, you're a local kid here. Why are you gonna leave your hometown? You got us a championship. Just stay here."
I guarantee you that that is the last thing that's going on right now.
You think so?
Right now,
What has he done to
I feel
improve?
like what that owner is trying to portray with his moves is that he wants to win right now.
Well, you're gonna
So
have
you
to
get
do
rid of
more.
Why do you think he's trying to get Paul George? Why do you think towards the end of the year last year they were picking up every free agent possible, making trades for Kyle Korver, getting Channing Frye on the squad? You know what I mean? Like,
So LeBron
they've
does
been
need
making
a
moves
super team
constantly.
to win.
LeBron needs a bunch of help.
That owner has been just moving like crazy.
But he hasn't
basically.
gotten any of it yet.
He got 1 ring out of 3, which is not good, but better than not making it to the playoffs or the finals either.
I say just trade LeBron.
Trade LeBron.
Trade him.
Or
I mean,
trade the other
Trade him
one.
to the
Get
T-Wolves.
some
LeBron will
picks out of it.
LeBron will never ever let them know that he's leaving.
He
I
did
don't
it
think he'll
before.
give them- No,
He went on stage
didn't.
dancing,
No,
like,
no,
"Ooh,
no.
I'm going
but
to South
I'm talking about
Beach."
beforehand. He did that after he was already an unrestricted free agent. I'm talking about beforehand. Right now, if they ask him, LeBron, we're at the trade deadline. Are you leaving or are you staying? Because if you're not staying, we're gonna get rid of you for what we can get.
That's a smart one.
LeBron would say, "I'm staying." He's gonna stay in Cleveland for the year. He's gonna stay.
He's not
No
gonna be
matter
put
what,
in a
even if
position
they're
he doesn't
slumping.
want to be.
Even if they're slumping and they barely make it into the playoffs, he doesn't even make the finals. I'm telling you, if Cleveland wants to keep LeBron this year, they got to win the championship. That's the only way LeBron is staying in Cleveland.
I'm saying
Unless they
trade him.
build.
Trade him to the T-Wolves. Get everybody on that team.
Wow, T-Wolves.
Grab
Jimmy.
Cat, Jimmy,
Wiggins.
and Andrew Wiggins. I'm pretty sure they would take that trade.
Yeah, I mean,
Take it back.
they might, but
They should have never traded it for Kevin Love.
Imagine that team.
They already had Tristan. They already had
Went
a
to 3,
decent.
and you could
center.
have
but
got
that's
a
why-
better
that's
center.
why I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it. Thinking about it in that aspect, you can definitely see a scenario where LeBron leaves next year. You
Yeah,
can
but-
definitely, and having all these superstars becoming free agents at the same time.
So now think about it. If we're thinking of that, you don't think their owner's thinking of it?
Mhm.
Come on, that dude is sitting up there with a team of specialists who are like,
Thinking ways to keep LeBron.
or to get rid of and get the max. Because
Okay,
I
the max
guarantee
what
you
you get.
you would get the top of the line for LeBron. Even at his end, that last year, you would get the
You
other
get
team.
anybody
best player.
for LeBron.
So as an owner, I would look for a team that's in desperate need. But LeBron is probably that dude who would not get traded to any.
Any
Team, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a no trade clause.
But I feel like
He's the
I don't
kid.
know. There's something about LeBron's era that you won't be able to get rid of him. You won't be. I want to trade you to the Suns. He'll be like, nah,
Yeah.
you're not doing that to me.
Career. He's been the one making those changes.
LeBron, I
He's the one
want.
that makes
I
those
want a
changes.
new water boy.
Yeah.
Fire the old
I
one.
need a
Get two
towel
more.
boy. I
You
need a new
know,
towel
get two
boy.
one. LeBron, I won't be surprised if they just name him a playing GM, and that's gonna be a start of a new era.
Russell did it, right? But Russell was coach and player.
Yeah, I think Bill Russell did coach and play at the same time. We might be mistaken there, but I'm pretty sure he did.
I won't be
There's a few
surprised if
players that
LeBron
did.
could be that. You know, but that dude is smart. He knows the game of basketball, but for him to leave, I just can't see him leaving and going. It makes zero sense to go join the hardest conference in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to prove? You're not gonna make it to the championship. You're not gonna be a number one seed.
There's a super team waiting
to
for
make it
him.
to the finals.
If there's a super team waiting for him, I'm telling you, he will go, and he will take a pay cut if he needs to.
See, but in that conference, it's not a super team. There's no super teams in the West when you play the West. When the West plays the West, it's just teams.
Mhm.
Because all those players,
All those
all those
players are
teams got a bunch of players. It's only considered a super team when an East team that's weak, and it obviously shows.
Look at the stacked teams out there, though.
All in the West. All in the West. So why go there?
But right now, where are the stacked teams?
All in the West.
Houston,
West.
Golden State, right? Those are the stackedest teams.
Spurs.
Spurs. How you forgetting about the Spurs?
Bro, where's the big four there, though? I'm talking about a super team. There's a huge, big, like, James Harden, Chris Paul, and if they can grab a Carmelo, that's a super team. That's a super team. Who else do they have
Who would you?
out there?
Nobody else.
Who? The Rockets?
They have
Houston.
Clint Capella.
We got, first of all, we still have Trevor Ariza, Ben Gordon. No, not Ben Gordon.
Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon, who's our 3-point. Ryan Anderson. We got a bunch of shooters.
Yeah.
You know, we surrounded.
And where's your defense?
What are you talking about? Chris Paul won. He was voted all defensive team. Him and Patrick Beverly were the two guards. And that's
Patrick
crazy.
Beverly left in that trade. though.
Yeah, no, he left for the Chris Paul trade, so it balances out. It balanced out in defensive wise because they were both voted to the same team, but we brought a little bit more offense, and Patrick Beverly wasn't a ball handler, so we won a little bit there.
I just don't know how that's gonna work though, because they had James Harden
Bringing up the
this
ball,
season
point guard.
bringing
Yeah,
up the ball.
George was trying to. Me and George actually talked about this because I can't see Chris Paul taking that team. Chris Paul's not gonna come in and say, "Listen,
This is my team though.
my team."
Bro.
Whoa! You're not signing James Harden. Hold on, you're not signing James Harden to the max, to the highest contract in NBA history, to not bring up the ball, to not have the ball always in his hands. You're not doing that.
Why would you get a guy like Chris Paul? What is he doing for you?
He's
That's
taking
what
off.
I'm
He's
trying to
taking
say.
pressure off. James
How?
Harden.
But is he that shooter? Is he that shooter that he was?
I'm telling you, Chris Paul
He's
is
gonna
a
be that
floor
spot-up shooter.
general.
He's gonna,
He said Chris Paul is going to be a spot-up shooter.
yeah. Or
Chris
take
Paul
the.
has been
a
running
playmaker.
point guard since the day he could walk.
That's cool.
He's
And
not gonna
he's
be no
never put
spot-up
up
shooter.
numbers like James Harden.
Shadow will let him.
Yeah, he will.
There's going to be times where they switch off, obviously, but I'm telling you,
It's gonna be the.
that offense is going to run through Chris Paul. They did
You're
not
lying.
pay him to play point guard and not give.
Harden's still your first.
James
option.
Harden makes that in.
James Harden is still the first option.
Okay, so
Yes.
he's going to be the LeBron. He's going to bring up the ball,
Yeah,
and whenever
and-
LeBron doesn't want to
and
go and
Chris
bring up the
Paul's
ball,
the
Chris Paul
Kyrie.
got it.
I don't see it being that way. I
Who's
think
better?
that offense is
Who's
going to
better,
run
Kyrie
through
or Chris Paul?
Kyrie.
And Kyrie doesn't even bring up the ball. So you think
Who's a better
James,
pure point guard, though?
who would you take? I don't care about that.
Pure point
Kyrie
guard.
I would
As
take.
far as running the offense, is Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, yeah.
Chris Paul's the better
Definitely.
floor general.
Not then James Harden, because James Harden took his team to higher seeding at the same position.
And then
Why
he
would
almost
you? Why
averaged
would you pay a
triple-double.
guy like Chris Paul to come to your team and shoot the ball?
Because he could shoot, he could hit that three.
He's not a spot-up shooter.
I think he's gonna be playmaking.
He's a shot creator.
Oh, that's cool. Come off a screen.
He's not. He's not a spot-up shooter.
Coming off a screen isn't a spot up shooter.
Yes.
A spot up shooter
Coming
is
off a
waiting
screen,
at the
yeah.
corner or waiting at the wing, not moving
Catch
your
and
feet.
shoot.
That's-
Catch and shoot.
that's
It's
a
the
spot-up
same. Don't
shooter.
you got to spot up? Don't you got to spot
No,
up when you catch it off the screen? Like,
No, a shot
don't have
creator
to
is
shoot
off
off the
balance,
screen
like
all the
Kobe.
time.
regardless,
No,
bro.
bro. Why would you? Why would you let Chris Paul, who has never brought his team past like the second round?
He's been to the Eastern Conference Finals. He lost.
When?
He played Kobe when he was in New Orleans in the Western Conference Finals before.
The Pelicans went
The
to the
Hornets.
Eastern Conference.
The New Orleans.
The Hornets went to
yeah.
the conference finals.
Yeah.
What year was this?
I want to say Tyson Chandler was on the Hornets team.
I want to say no years because I've never heard of that.
Somebody-
Why can't we
somebody
can't
have
even
to
look at
say
our
it too.
PC?
Somebody
I
look
don't
it
know.
up. Somebody look it up.
There's no shot that happened. No
Give us
shot.
a call. 508-943-8320.
Let us know.
Cause who
Let us
took out
know.
the Hornets? I mean, who took out the Spurs that year? Because I know Kobe ain't played them
It could have been that year that Memphis beat them when they
in
were
the first round.
when they were the 8th seed.
Yeah, but that was what?
That was a
Oh,
long time ago.
Yeah, it was long.
so you might be talking. Oh wait, that's when the Hornets had a great. That's when Chris Paul had his best year in 08.
David West and.
Yeah, 08, and I'm telling you, they did not make it past. They did not
They've
make it
been
to the.
Western Conference Finals. I don't know why I keep saying Eastern.
But other than the fact, Chris Paul, James Harden.
Chris
Trevor Ariza.
Paul's going to be bringing that ball up the majority of the time, bro.
I can't see it happening.
They're gonna run that offense through
I think
Chris Paul.
it'll make it easier on
But
James Harden for
they're
sure.
gonna be getting James Harden the ball.
Okay, Chris Paul could bring up the ball and pass it at half court. Okay, that's cool. Save James Harden the
Bro,
That
that's
walk.
exactly what's gonna happen though. Like they're gonna run plays for James Harden to get isolated on the court, and bam, it's gonna be open. Dude's gonna be dropping 35 a game next year.
Why draw up an ISO when you can let him bring the ball up?
Bro,
ISO.
every play they run is gonna go to that dude.
He's better with the ball in his hands at all times.
He's great with the ball in
He
his
put
hands.
up better numbers than Chris
But
Paul.
they're clearly making an effort to take the ball out of his hands and get him the ball in different situations.
It just makes no sense.
It makes no sense because dude just averaged a triple-double. That's why it makes no sense, but it's the reality. Dude, Chris Paul, watch. You're going to see. James Harden will still probably be like a LeBron and still bring the ball up every now and then, but it's going to be Chris Paul bringing it up most of the
LeBron
time.
doesn't bring it up every now and then. Kyrie Irving brings it up every now and then.
But what I'm saying is you know how they both switch off.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're both going to be bringing it up every now and then. They're going to be switching off. Sometimes it's a whole quarter Kyrie brings the ball up. Sometimes it's a whole quarter LeBron does. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 possessions. It's always different. But what I'm saying is you're going to see Chris Paul play point guard for the Houston Rockets. You're not going to see him spot up and shoot.
Oh yeah, understand. When they say the starting lineup, point guard, shooting guard, yeah. But then when
Bruh,
the game happens,
What I'm trying to
he's
tell
gonna
you
play-
is, have you ever watched Chris Paul play?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched any offense that he's been a part of? How does it go?
he's throwing lobs,
He got the ball in his hands.
right?
They're picking and rolling left and
And
right
he's
with
throwing
him,
lob.
and he's making plays. He's either finding the open shot or he's dribbling into the hole or
It's coming off.
He's
of
not
it.
driving.
he's doing something. Yeah, he used to drive a lot actually.
Now he
But
has to shoot.
now he's got James Harden.
So you're gonna take. So
You're gonna see picks like you've never seen before. It's gonna be just like the Golden State Warriors, bro. It's gonna be the same exact thing.
So you're telling me Chris Paul's better off the pick and roll than James Harden?
I'm telling you, that offense is gonna be run majority of the time. through Chris
That's not the
Paul.
question I asked you.
No, you're asking me what I'm telling you.
No,
I'm telling you
yeah, but
what I'm telling you.
It's just it's crazy because you think that Chris Paul is better than James Harden off the pick and roll. You would have Chris Paul.
Did I say that?
You made it seem
sound
like
right? No.
Chris Paul is
I
gonna.
don't think I said that, guys.
Bro,
All
Bro.
I'm trying to tell you is James Harden ran the point
better than Chris
majority
Paul.
of the time last year, right? They lost in round 2.
What
They
round
could've.
Chris
They
Paul
could've.
lost then?
They could have made it to round 3. They went to game 7.
round?
What
That's
round?
beside the point.
What round Chris Paul
round.
lost then?
Anyways,
Utah.
So the who?
To Utah.
So you grab Chris Paul, who is a floor general, who needs the ball in his hands to be effective. You're clearly taking initiative to lessen the load on James Harden. As far as carrying the ball, you're going to see James Harden's assists go down. His rebounds are going to stay the same. His points are going to go up. That's what y'all going to see this year. He's going to average 33 a game. Watch. This guy has not gone a season without averaging 10 assists a game in the majority of his career. He's one of the greatest point guards of all time.
He's not a champion. He doesn't have that in him. He's a little LeBron, a little crybaby. That's the only thing he has connected to LeBron.
He got destroyed.
Well, it means something, but
What does it
He
mean
got
to the
broke.
I
NBA?
mean, to the NBA, it doesn't mean anything. But to
You're playing countries that go to these. I feel like if we put our top college kids, that they'll win the Olympics every year. But yeah, you're gonna put. Why do you think no?
Spain last with us.
yeah,
France
Spain,
last
Argentina.
But they have a lot of professional basketball players in the NBA.
Yeah,
Spain had the.
China too.
China was only good when they had Yao Ming, and they still
No,
got
had-
destroyed.
They still had a pretty good.
We smoked them by 30.
Zhaolin.
Who?
Yi Zhaolin. That dude averages 24 a game in China.
Does he even play for the NBA?
So does the guy
He
from
used-
Louisville. You remember that big guy with the big dome?
Russ Smith,
Yeah, he averages like 60 over
he
there.
averages 60 over
60.
So what does that say?
there. Russ Smith.
Bad leaguers.
What does that say? How can you compare? Yo, listen.
Have you ever seen Russ Smith play?
Yeah, I seen him in the championship game.
Yeah, Russ Smith. That wasn't his best game though. Russ Smith can score whatever he wants, bro.
That's why he's not in the NBA, right?
He could be in the NBA.
But he ain't making
I'm
past the
honestly
D
not
League.
sure why he's not in the NBA.
'Cause he
He
couldn't
got
do it.
drafted.
Yeah, but he went
Russ
to the
Smith,
D
you're talking
League.
about the point guard, right?
Yeah, he went to the D League, and then
Bro, you're not gonna score 61 in any professional league.
Stephon
And
Marbury
not
went
be-
over there and dropped like 50 a game. Jimmer Fredette's out there dropping 50 a game.
37 again.
That's crazy.
So how come he's not doing that over here? That 37 turns into 11.
He actually, Jimmer
players
Fredette is another point guard that needs the ball in his hands to be effective. He never had that in Utah. Never had that in Sacramento.
I'm not gonna sit here and talk about Jimmer Fredette.
Remember when he was the craze?
I got Jimmer range.
They talked a lot about him too.
Yeah, because he was pulling up from my.
And New Era Radio. We're here at the Hill, Dudley, Mass, Nichols College. We're here all. Be
Oh
stupid.
wow, yeah.
How? What?
The Knicks are
What?
falling apart.
What? If you get LeBron James, you got LeBron, Carmelo, and Porzingis.
Melo. I don't know how
I don't even
Melo
like
and
Melo.
LeBron will clash together.
Melo is a post scorer.
I don't like Melo going even to Cleveland because
No, he
I
stays
feel like
in
he's
New York.
too comfortable, bro. He's too comfortable. He's gonna lean on LeBron. LeBron
He's just gonna be the
needs.
third person.
LeBron's bringing him there because he needs to lean on him. So
No, you. If LeBron goes to New York, he's not leaning on Melo. He's
He wants
leaning
his
on.
scoring.
He's leaning on Porzingis.
Mm-hmm.
7'3", could dribble, shoot the outside shot, and did I forget to mention he's 7'3"?
Porzingis is gonna be a force.
he's already a force.
Exactly.
He's
So
gonna be a
now,
force.
Melo's like, listen, you could take over. I'll just be on the low block. I'll play the power forward because he's built like a little power forward. You know, he can handle a Draymond Green side, so to speak.
Yeah.
Nobody on that Warriors team is gonna guard Porzingis, and then you got to worry about Melo and LeBron, and they got to get themselves a point guard. I said, matter of fact, Matter of fact, they're actually talking about George Hill, I think, from the Jazz. I'm pretty sure there was in contract talk with him.
Contract.
George Hill's nice.
You know what I'm
George
saying?
Hill is
Get a player like that who's fun, who's like a solid player. You know, he'll give you that 15, 8, and 4 rebounds. But then you got Melo, LeBron, Porzingis. Build yourself a bench, and that's a championship team. And New York is the mecca of basketball. That's really what.
It is.
That's really the LA.
It is. People like going.
Is that not a good? If LeBron leaves, that's the only place he should leave. Forget doing that. Why don't you take him and Kyrie and put him on the Knicks? The Knicks got money to do it.
New York is the mecca of baseball, just so you know. Springfield is the mecca of basketball. Just so you know.
Just say it.
So when they say mega basketball, they're talking about Springfield, Mass.
No, when they say the mecca, they're referring to
To the
New
Garden.
York.
They're referring to the
But
Garden.
no one says the mecca of basketball. No one says the mecca of baseball. But if we're going to be technical, New York Yankees got that on lock. Just like the Boston Celtics got that on lock. And not to mention basketball was created, invented in Massachusetts. Oh, you didn't know that? You ain't a basketball fan. I got an opening for a new co-host. For anybody else to put in an application 508-943-8320.
It doesn't
A
mean
man
anything.
don't know what he's talking about.
That means absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
You
With
know
the
what
game?
does mean? 18?
Okay, so ready? The guy who invented basketball is not better than Michael Jordan.
He is because he
Michael
invented
Jordan
it. He is
have
because
a
he
Hall of
invented it.
Fame named after him?
It doesn't matter.
Does Michael Jordan have an MVP trophy named after him?
It doesn't matter. What is that?
Does he have a championship?
Just because you.
Is the NBA Finals trophy named the Michael Jordan trophy?
What's the name?
No, it's the James Naismith trophy.
That's the guy who invented basketball.
That's the guy that
Well,
invented
he
it.
would get.
Who's the guy that brings up the trophy in the finals?
It's usually the
Isn't it Bill
commissioner.
Russell?
It's the
No.
commissioner
Yeah,
and
no,
someone
it-
else.
It's Bill Russell.
Yeah, it
the
is Bill
MVP, the
Russell.
finals MVP.
The Finals MVP award is the Bill Russell Award, I believe.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter where the game was invented or who invented the game.
It was plays the game. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
like what is that? That was awful. That was an. Why
Yo,
did you
George
even
just
bring
wanted
that
to throw
up?
that in there so
I'm
y'all
just
know.
saying.
it's
George
fact.
just read
If we
an
want to be
encyclopedia.
technical, if we want to be technical, the mecca of basketball is Springfield, Mass.
That's
30
where the
minutes
Hall
down
of
road.
Fame is. That's not
That's
the mecca
where
of
basketball
basketball.
was born.
And how many people flock there?
That's why
There's
Boston has
tourists
so
there
much pride.
every weekend.
Oh
Every
yeah,
day.
but you know how many people go to Madison Square Garden?
How many?
more than that little Springfield town.
Yeah, well, you can't do any type of.
So what's the
event
Mecca?
At the Hall of Fame.
So what's the Mecca?
The Mecca is definitely the Hall of Fame. I would say. Isn't that the goal for any basketball player that takes basketball serious?
To go to Springfield?
Want to get drafted.
Yeah.
That
Have
doesn't
you
mean
ever
that
been in the Hall of Fame?
Have you ever been in the Hall
No,
of Fame?
This is why.
Have you?
This is why.
You haven't even made it in your high school record book.
Stop it. Someone stop it. Georgie Rivera.
Actually, my picture's in the Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Shame?
Team.
He's talking about the yearbook.
With the whole team, baby, with the whole team. Because we were the last class before they broke down the old school.
So you're in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, we in the Hall of Fame.
We in the Hall of
in the
Fame.
building that just got destroyed.
Did they knock that building down, John?
Nah, they didn't. It's
Okay,
still
so
there.
that was an
So who goes there?
uneducated guess.
Who's in that
Isn't it a
building?
middle school now?
Who's looking at
It's
that
actually a
picture?
preschool.
It's preschool?
Oh, so you got 2-year-olds looking at your picture? I want to be like I want to
All
be
right,
like him.
Georgie.
Alright, so they're not gonna take the Hall of Fame to their new school? You know,
Yeah, of
No.
course,
Schools
of
wouldn't do that.
course.
Especially
Maybe
with your
not.
picture.
schools don't do that.
Yeah, they do. But it's
They
a
leave
new-
the
it's a
past
new-
in the
it's a-
past.
It's a new
Anybody
school, so
from
new people.
I can't even say that because you went to a New York high school. Mad people came out of New York. It's not even fair. One person from my high school, out of the history of my high school, has gone to the NFL and won a Super Bowl.
I know one player
I know like
that went to
I know like
the NFL.
5 of them that, but they were like on the old like giant squads.
Brandon Marshall used to go to my high school. He graduated from my high school.
What Brandon Marshall, wide receiver?
Brandon Marshall, the wide receiver.
What was your high school?
Went to the park, Florida.
Yeah, but that's
Used to go
Florida. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Everybody in
Everybody gets Christian Jones too, but he didn't. He got drafted.
Well, you talk about a little high school that preschoolers took over. I want to be like this guy.
So you never been in the Basketball Hall of Fame?
I think I've been to the Football Hall of Fame, but no, I've
In Ohio?
I drove down there after a Penn State camp. Dope. I bought a Ed Reed and Troy Polamalu action figure there.
Oh really?
Yeah. I actually got to call my mom and see where those things are. I hope Ange didn't throw them out.
Get them signed, boy.
Yeah, you do need to get those signed. See, I've been to the Basketball Hall of Fame. I can respect the Mecca, Springfield, Mass. You got to go there. I got to hold Miami Heat championship ring.
What? You said Miami Heat? This guy.
It was the 06 ring. It wasn't when LeBron was there.
Alright. That's when Shaq was.
06.
It was
That's
like a
when-
replica of Pat Riley's ring.
Mm.
An exact replica of the one that he got.
Now I'm actually thinking of where I put those.
You know what? I think I want to switch this subject up a little bit. And I want people to call in. So 508-943-8320. Tell me what you think about Conor McGregor. Tell me what you think about Mayweather. Apparently, Conor likes to talk the talk, but we're used to this. He's been doing this since day one.
But Mayweather doesn't stand down.
I mean, he doesn't stand down, but Conor's kind of been getting at him at these press conferences.
It's all about when it gets to the ring.
It's bad. The war of words could not have more of a gap.
This is gonna be one of the biggest pay-per-view
Of all time.
of all time. So this fight is gonna be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's not gonna be crazy.
You don't think so? Do you think it's gonna be over quick?
Mayweather's about to like. All right. What do you expect Mayweather to come out and change his game?
If listen, this fight is gonna be a really big fight, right?
Yeah, of course.
This is not gonna go to any 5-round or 3-round, 4-round. This is definitely going to the what is it? They do 12 rounds.
Yep.
That's definitely where I think it's gonna be like.
I think it's going to be a decision. If it goes to decision, it's Mayweather's fight.
I don't
3
think.
rounds and knockout. They said.
I don't
McGregor?
think. I don't think McGregor could go past 6-7 rounds.
See, here's the thing. You guys got to understand, in a UFC fight, you've got to worry about so many more things than just punches. That's why first of all, the fights are 5-minute rounds. If it's a championship fight, it's 5 rounds. If it's a regular fight, it's 3 rounds. They're 5 minutes for a reason. You go on the floor with somebody, you're going to be absolutely exhausted struggling with somebody on the floor in an MMA fight. Now, take all that away. This guy doesn't have to worry about getting in a headlock. This guy doesn't have to worry about getting any kicks thrown at him, no elbows, nothing like that. He just has to sit there, defend his face, and slug it out with someone. Granted, that is the greatest pound-for-pound boxer who may have ever lived. I'll give him that. But at the end of the day, anything can happen, guys.
McGregor's gonna play dirty. That's what's
All
gonna
signs are pointing towards upset to me.
What signs? Him jumping around, acting a fool on the stage is really.
No, I'm
You
talking
can't
about
see through that?
I'm talking about what's going on with this fight. Like, not anything press conference wise. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, the fact that McGregor is 28 years old in the middle of his prime,
You
and
think
Mayweather's 40 years old leaving his prime.
you think Mayweather's not sparring dudes that are like 28?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's one of the things
Yeah, that's
that
cool.
I'm talking
You're
about.
pointing out Conor.
So
That's cool.
I'm also taking into account what people are taking as a negative for Conor, I actually see as a positive. I don't think that bringing this fight into a one-dimensional fight helps Mayweather in some way. Open stance, he keeps his hands wide open. In a boxing fight, you're going to see that change. He doesn't have to worry about kicks. He
So
doesn't have to jump.
He has to make changes. Other than Mayweather, he doesn't have to make any changes.
No one's
So-
ever seen McGregor in a boxing ring.
Exactly.
There's so much tape out there on Mayweather.
That's
Somebody's
cool.
got to be able to crack that code.
49 people tried,
49 people tried. But we don't know the specifics behind the fight.
and I
bro.
guarantee you, if
There's some fights that were so close with Mayweather, you can honestly say they could have been bought. But
That
that's
Cotto
just
fight
my
was nice,
that's just
too.
my opinion.
you
That's
telling
just my
me
opinion.
if you put Cotto in the same ring as McGregor, Cotto won't knock him out.
I mean, I don't know.
And
McGregor
look at
would probably take
look
that.
at what Floyd did to Cotto's face at the end of that fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Miguel
but
Cotto
Cotto got
was
him
messed
too.
up. Cotto did catch him a lot too. De La Hoya.
No,
That was
yeah.
definitely a fight that you could have.
That was probably the closest fight that Mayweather's actually come to losing.
There's been more fights. He had a fight with a guy with the last name Judo, who was catching
that
him
Judo?
a lot, bro, a lot. That dude caught him the most out of anyone I've seen.
I know Shane Mosley when he
Shane
fought
Mosley caught him mad times.
Yeah, I remember he hit him with a left Mayweather. Oh, but still,
Juan
Conor-
Marquez, the guy that he cheap shotted, was catching him.
what you shot?
He's like, I don't want to get into this again with you.
If I can't believe people really don't think that's a cheap shot. There's people out there that will really defend that.
That's cool.
Yeah, you gotta keep your eyes open at all times,
You
keep
gotta
your
keep
guard
playing.
up, but at the same time, you gotta have honor too. This dude McGregor really just took the guy out as soon as he had the chance.
Don't headbutt him.
He didn't headbutt him, though.
Nah,
He
he
did.
did.
He headbutted him. So
He headbutt him?
anyways, bro.
That happens in fights.
So now you were talking
He
about
didn't
how.
bite his ear.
So you,
By his ear.
so you were talking about how Conor obviously is a lot younger, but
A
now
lot younger.
yeah, but now think about this.
He's bigger.
He's not
stronger.
training. He's not training. He's not training with a fighter who's Mayweather's caliber. You know how many other fighters are better or just about the same type of fighter that Conor McGregor is? You think Mayweather is not sparring with the best of those? Come on, you got to think of it like this.
We don't know.
But
We
look
don't
at the
know
fights,
what
Look
they're
at the
doing.
fights that McGregor lost to.
I can tell you
Who are
right
the,
now.
who are the
Well, how many fights he lost? 3?
three?
Three.
And
I know one was to Nate Diaz.
2 of them were at the beginning of his UFC career,
Yeah.
and they were all by submission. He has never been knocked out. He's been tapped out. He's
Neither is
never been
Mayweather.
knocked out. Mayweather is a great boxer,
Has he ever hit the floor?
but it's technically a knockdown, but he
It's a
caught
knee.
himself with his glove and his knee.
One time?
One time
In
that I've
49 fights.
seen. That I've seen.
Isn't it when you're
He's
buzzing around, you're
stumbled more
done?
than once. He's been stumbled plenty of times,
That's
but
cool.
he's never.
Not bad.
His back has never hit the canvas. His face has never hit the canvas.
So how's McGregor gonna knock him out?
Well, I can't even say that because when he was an amateur, he did lose 6 fights. But amateur boxing is 4 rounds, headgear, all that.
So you're gonna go back to when he was a peanut,
He's seen the canvas before,
as not as a professional.
not as a
Not once he
professional.
found out what he was doing.
He actually went 84-6 as an amateur.
He's fought. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine what his brain looks like when he's
You're gonna be done.
Well, he spent most of his career dodging him. That's why he's as good as he is.
I just can't see Conor. I can't see him. I say Conor probably lands a total of like 60
600.
punches.
I think
60?
that this is gonna be a lot closer than people think. People are underestimating Conor because he's in the UFC and he's used to just pounding on people, getting on top of
And you
them.
grab them too.
You can
You're
grab
not gonna
them.
grab him in boxing.
Connor's
But-
gonna get hit so hard, his natural instinct is gonna be to kick him.
What is this?
And then
Yeah,
they,
I don't think so.
then they
That's
both
what
take off the
Mayweather
gloves.
better watch, though.
That's the thing, though. You can tell that Conor has absolutely 100% no fear.
Neither does Mayweather. What?
Mayweather be sounding stupid up there. I'm sorry.
Stupid?
Stupid. Straight stupid.
Because Mayweather's trash talking is over with. He doesn't have to talk that junk anymore.
Bro, Mayweather, first of all, is the biggest trash talker probably in boxing all time.
Yeah, and it's a joke to him that he's actually getting put into this
Now
situation.
it's a joke to him.
Yeah.
But
Why
that
you think he's
$100
not
million
going on?
check ain't no joke. He's coming back. He's coming back for that $100 check.
You don't come back
That's
to
one.
lose. When
Bro.
Jordan came out of retirement, he dropped 3 straight championships.
Bro,
You don't come back to lose.
what I'm trying to tell you is
You don't come back to lose.
Mayweather you could very well see him at 49-1 after August 26th.
Listen, if Mayweather
I
put
wouldn't
this
count it
fight
out.
and
Put
accepted
put
this
money
fight,
on
it's
that.
because he's ready for this fight.
I'm not betting against Mayweather. That dude, at the end of the day,
You're not
if it
betting
goes
against
to
him, but you're talking
decision,
about it.
if it goes to decision, it's his fight. Just because I don't bet money doesn't mean I can't have an opinion. But if it goes to decision, it's Mayweather's fight. The only way McGregor is gonna win is if he drops.
But think about how there was 49 other boxers that would probably beat McGregor. That couldn't beat Mayweather.
There's a couple of those fights that you could honestly look back at and say he might have lost that one. That's why people say he buys his fights. He's the king of Las Vegas.
A lot
man.
of haters say that, yeah.
He gets those fat checks. That's a lot of money. It's pretty easy to be like, yo, my purse is 75 million. Your purse is 30 million. We're in the 9th round. I'll throw you an extra 10, 20 if you just chill out.
You think he does that?
Nah.
Mayweather?
Money made.
They would have caught that.
Boxing,
They would have caught that
Boxing
easily.
has
They would have stopped
been
that.
You don't think so that means he would have been having to pay these people consistently.
Yeah, he
Because
would have
after
to
that
pay
money
everybody.
runs dry, you know what they're gonna say? Hey,
it
you
doesn't
paid
have
me.
to be every single time.
Still, even
I'm
if
just
you get
saying.
caught.
I'm not accusing anybody of anything. These are just my own conspiracy theories. But
so you're
I think
accusing.
it's still.
All right, so
would've got caught.
okay, let me get this right. A conspiracy is something that you believe in, right? That
A
you believe occurred.
conspiracy
No,
is
that you believe
something
occurred. That
look
you
up
believe
look up
happened.
the definition of conspiracy, so we can get this right.
I'm pretty sure it's something that you think happened. So you are accusing it of happening, because you even said that some of his fights. No, they weren't.
A conspiracy is something premeditated. So
Something you think
basically,
happened.
So that's your conspiracy, okay?
basically,
So my pre.
I have a feeling that before his fights, he may have paid people off.
So that's not accusing.
I wouldn't say that in the middle of a fight he would say, okay, chill out. This is the 9th round, I'll give you more. I mean, like, before the fight, you know, maybe they'd get together and get to talking and...
So you would.
Hey, I'm a-
so
you're
you
only
would take the
making
L.
10
and
You think he's
million,
Pete
like-
Rose?
Well, you never know. But that's just my assumption. That's just my assumption. He could be like, you're only making 10 million this fight before we even step in the ring. We can duke it out or whatever, but by the 12th round, I'm going to get my points and we're going to call this a W on my end. You get 5 extra million. Do you want to do that or no?
But
I take the loss.
Somebody's
Bam! They
taking
just
that.
hit him.
so my
Most people taking them.
my counter argument is they're gonna consistently ask for money or they're gonna expose that secret. It happens every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's so many ways around that, bro. You could make someone sign something saying, if you say this, I get everything, blah, blah, blah. Just for an example.
But
you,
if even those
you
things,
sign this, I'm going to give you that money, we're going to do this deal, but if anything goes wrong with this deal, that's a liability somehow.
okay,
somewhere.
but if someone was to find that paperwork, no one would care about that agreement with these two because
That's
the
why I'm
sport of
saying
boxing
it's
will get
just
rid of it.
conspiracy theories. It's not like it's legit hardcore proof. I just feel like Mayweather rubs off to me as that type of guy that would.
Because he's so good.
Fights.
People want to see McGregor. Nobody ever wants to see someone do perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Be perfect.
Yeah.
The only perfect thing
Let's
you
go
want to
back
see
to
is probably
2007.
the
I knew it. I knew
That's
it.
what I was gonna say. The only
Let's go
thing.
back to 2007. You'll see that I wanted perfection.
But what happened?
Yeah, now we got to go to that. But what about your Steelers, boy?
No, but what happened? Honestly, what happened? They lost. And
How many
people
Super
wanted
Bowls
to
have
see
you
the
seen your
Patriots?
team win?
How many people?
How many
What?
How
You
many
were like
Super
2 years
Bowls?
old when Tom
How
Brady
many
won his
Super
first
Bowls?
one.
How many Super Bowls?
You
have
were in
seen your
diapers.
team
You didn't
win?
even know how to speak English.
How many Super Bowls have you seen your favorite NFL team win?
2. How many did you see that
5.
you can actually speak on?
5.
You see?
You
You
seen all
seen the
5?
first one?
I seen the first one.
Not on YouTube. You seen the first one? I can go back on YouTube.
He said YouTube.
Losing
That's
his
actually-
mind.
That's actually when I started
Highlights.
watching football. I was in first grade.
Oh, what happened in the first grade? Tell me. I don't care about.
I'll tell you
the
this
grade.
right here.
What
I'll
were
tell
you
you this
eating?
right here.
16
I'll tell you this
games,
right
tell
here.
me.
This was back in the day. I was bad. I was bad. I was a fresh kid. I'll tell you a story just to prove
You were
it.
like 3.
Just to prove it to you. Nah, I was actually in first grade, and my teacher would put up the scores from every playoff game. This is when I really started watching it. The Tuck Rule game was the first game I ever watched.
How old are you?
I was in first
12.
grade, so what? 6 years old? 2001. I
Bro,
was
you
born
don't
in
even
94.
remember where you put your keys at yesterday.
It was 7. I was 7. I was
Listen.
7 years old. I remember that year like it was yesterday. Anyways,
So what happened the third game?
so like I was saying,
What happened the third game
my
of that
teacher
series?
would put the scores
Don't duck that
every
question.
week for good luck. And you want to know what I would always be doing in class when we were talking about the games?
Picking your nose,
No, not picking my nose.
eating your boogers.
I would always have my hand in my pants for some reason. I don't know why. I would literally be
That's
sitting
so
there just
random.
with my hand
That
in my
is
pants.
so random.
Just like
A 53-man
chilling
roster.
there. Yo, y'all never did that when you was kids? You was
No,
just
not.
that stuff when I was a kid. So no, seriously, I would really do.
So
that.
I seen two Super Bowls that I can remember play by play without going on YouTube. George can only probably see what you seen 3.
I've seen all 5 of them. I watched all 5 of them, and I can take you down the track.
Live?
Each one.
Live.
So you can recall
The
what?
first one
You know all the
was.
commercials?
yeah. What
The
was
first one was 21-17.
What was the biggest commercial of that Super Bowl?
We beat in 2001. We beat the Rams 21-17.
In 2001, right? How long ago was that?
2001. That was 15 years ago. 16 years ago.
And how old are you? 23. Subtract that.
I'm
How old are
23.
you? 6?
I was 7.
7? Okay, so what?
Anyways,
So what was that Super Bowl? What was the
We-
commercial to that Super Bowl?
we won against the Raiders at home. That was the last game at Foxborough Stadium. Then we went to Pittsburgh. Brady got hurt. Threw
Wait, it's
Bledsoe
knee,
in. Bledsoe got us in. No, Bledsoe got us. I think he hurt his shoulder. Then we went to the Super Bowl. Brady won the MVP
Against who? The Rams?
against the Rams.
That's that year.
That's the
Teddy.
year
2003.
Vinatieri kicked it in.
2003.
21-17,
We
right?
faced the Panthers.
How old were you in 03?
In 03, I was 9.
I think that's the first game.
Oh, yo, this kid does not
And
remember
Muhsin-
any of those things.
Muhsin Muhammad, to this day, still holds the record for the touchdown he caught that day. It was 88 yards, longest touchdown in Super Bowl history. I still remember that to this day.
That record.
We won
is broken.
32-29.
Hope you know that record's broken.
04.
How old are you?
04. I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
10 years old. George,
I was 10 years old.
you're not remembering
We
something you
beat the
did 30.
Philadelphia Eagles 24-21.
This guy
Rodney
just looked
Harrison iced the game at the end.
Yeah.
Deion Branch won MVP.
Bro, I can look up 1980 Super Bowls and they're gonna have black and white videos, and I can say, "Oh my God, I seen it." Bro, you never really, you didn't
You can't
understand.
say that.
Ever since
You
I've
didn't
known-
understand the game of
You
football.
can't
Ever
say
10 years
that.
since
old.
I've known George, he's
You
always
can't say
been
that.
the Patriots.
I've been watching. That was when I started with Madden. Madden 2K2, I believe it was, with
Who was on that cover?
Marshall Falk on the cover.
When did you start the Pee Wees?
It went Marshall Falk.
He was like 14.
14.
It went Marshall Falk. Then it went in 2003. It was Dante Culpepper, and then it was Michael Vick, Ray Lewis. 06 it was Donovan McNabb.
You went from
Troy.
2K to Madden.
07
Troy.
07 it was
Vince Young.
Sean
Oh,
Alexander.
Sean Alexander, Vince Young.
08 was Vince Young.
09 was.
09 was Brett Favre. 2010 was Aaron Rodgers.
11 was.
2011 was Calvin Johnson. 2012 was Barry Sanders. 13 was
2011.
no 2010 was Larry Fitzgerald
And Troy Polamalu.
and Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, don't. See, you don't.
2011 was 2011, was it Aaron Rodgers?
Wasn't 2011?
They won in 11 because we went back. We were going back to
Or
back.
was it Aaron Rodgers? Was he on the cover of Madden?
No.
Yeah, 11.
Oh, yeah, he has. Yeah, 11.
2010 was when the Steelers won, and then we went back to 11th,
And
we
12
lost to
was
Aaron
Calvin
Rodgers.
Johnson.
Yeah, Megatron was the 12th, and 13th was
Barry Sanders.
There wasn't even 13.
Yeah,
it was 20.
that was
it was called
14.
Madden.
25.
No, it was called Madden 25.
But that was for Madden
That was
14.
Barry.
No, that was for 13. 14 was
14 was Gronk.
No.
Gronk was 15. Who was before Gronk?
No, Gronk was 17.
Oh,
No. Was he 17?
Because then 15 was Richard Sherman.
Peyton Hillis was
Oh, yeah.
Peyton Hillis was 12.
Oh, yeah, Peyton Hillis was 12.
13 was 25 with Barry.
For Barry.
14 was
14.
Yeah,
Damn, we've been playing Madden for years.
but you still haven't watched every Super Bowl.
I have. And I rewatched them. That's why I know so much
He has
about
a-
it.
Yeah, I can rewatch them
He has a
too.
record.
I watched them, and I rewatched
He has a
them.
recording.
Dude, I've been watching football for so long. I remember the first time Tom Brady and Peyton Manning played in the playoffs against each other.
Look that up on YouTube, right? Because you was too young to
So
remember.
when was it, since you know so much?
I don't remember.
You don't know.
I don't look on
No,
YouTube.
you don't know.
I don't look
No,
on YouTube
you don't know.
because if I can't remember,
That's-
it
that'll
doesn't mean I
suffice.
seen it. Just because I
That'll
was
suffice.
sitting, you were in diapers
When
looking
was
at
the
a
first
TV.
time Peyton Manning and Tom Brady faced each other?
Oh, wait, wasn't it?
Nope.
Wasn't like 05
Oh, no, it would be further, right? Like
It was
11.
in 03 in the playoffs.
with Marshall Faulk.
Nope. It was when we
Indy.
had the goal line stand
Andy.
with Willie McGinnis. You don't remember that? It's
I'm
'cause
not a
you,
Patriot fan.
you a little boy, that's why. But anyways,
What'd
we
you-
are brought to you by WNRC,
This guy,
Nichols
this
College,
guy.
and New Era Radio. This is INNFO8 Debates. We got about an hour left on our show. We're sitting here talking some Conor McGregor, talking some NFL, trying to school Camacho on a little bit of NFL here. So, you know how we do. Call us in, 508-943-8320. We're ready to debate just about anything. So
George,
give
you've
us a
seen
call.
all Super Bowls.
Yeah, George seemed the first ever
The
Super Bowl
first
with the
ever
Packers,
Super Bowl.
right? And the
Yeah,
Jets.
I did.
Talking about I
Actually,
was alive. I remember all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the
Yeah.
box score? Hey, George got it on his phone.
Bart Starr.
That's why I
was
don't
the
listen to
MVP.
him. That's why I don't listen to
Bart
him.
Starr. See, I'll tell you the Super Bowl
Starr,
champions.
what's
Ready?
his full
It went-
last name?